Hello, everyone. Welcome to Weekend Sports, and it's our weekly Tigers breakdown. The first series of the year has concluded. Finished watching it up earlier today, and the Tigers are starting the year out 3-0.
Awesome. I mean, the only kind of thing I had through the first three games was Kent Maeda had kind of a hard outing, but he's a veteran. He'll turn it around, I think. But yeah, I mean, Chicago isn't a great team,
No, but
but
you
but it's a great way to start. I mean, you can't complain about three wins.
you cannot, right? Scooble did very well his first game.
Awesome. He
He
was
only
great.
allowed 3 hits through 6 innings, I believe, is all he pitched. And most of your lineup did all right. I mean, you didn't get a lot of hits that first day, but the second day we scored 6 runs or 7 runs. White Sox scored 6. Kenta Maeda blew it. But for the most part, your offense picked up what they needed to do. They had a big, strong first inning, and then they kind of carried that through the rest of the game. And then today, they just fought, and it was a well fought game until the end. And you won in extras on Saturday, and you almost went to extras today, but you avoided it by scoring in the ninth.
Right.
So it was overall just a really good
Hit
week.
some home run balls today by Jake Rogers, man. Yeah.
Yes, Jake Rogers hit one. I think someone else hit one today, if I remember correctly. But it was just a good game. There's nothing to complain about.
No,
Carpenter hit a home run. That's right. Carpenter hit a home run
yeah,
today.
Torkelson hasn't hit one yet. I think Riley Green hit one
He did
the
hit
other
one the
day.
other day. Riley Green hit one the other
Um,
day. Carpenter has. Canna has. If it's going to be like the Tigers, where the offense is very well spread out, I won't complain.
Right. Looks like we got some power on the team. So good. Great. We'll just have to make the decision about Baez sometime down the road and see where he's at in another month. I think eventually, like I said, they're going to just cut bait.
If he don't improve, if he's not at least batting 200, I know some people think he needs to bat 250. If it's not at least 200, he's gone. It's obviously
I would hope
semi
so.
consistent.
I would hope so.
You have, especially if you have Ibanez doing well, Beerling doing well, McKinstry doing well, and he's struggling. You're going to put the hotter bats in. There's no reason to be putting Baez out there just because you're paying him 20
Right. And
million.
bring up Friedler or whatever if you need to.
Looking ahead into next week, it actually looks very favorable, depending on how you want to look at it with the start of the season for the other two teams. We are heading to New York to face the Mets in a series, but they started the year out 0-3. And then you're going to come home to face the Athletics for a series, and they also started out, well, they actually won today, 1-3. So, two teams you could definitely win a series against, and again, start out hot, which is what you need to do.
Oh yeah, I hope so. I mean, I don't know much about the Mets. Are they on the downside?
They're supposed to
Uh,
be pretty good. I mean, the Mets are heavily favored against us, but for the most part, their lineup is supposed to be a lot better than it is, but they do have a lot of injuries. It looks like pitching wise, 3 starting pitchers are on the 15-day DL.
Good for
So
us.
their batting average to start the year so far is 200 collectively as a team through 3 games.
Well, yeah, I know the Mets are a better team than that, so hopefully they won't bounce back against us, and we can continue the streak. It's always good to start off the season. Every game counts, and we're not usually a fast starting team, so it's nice to see. And I hope we keep going.
I mean, yeah, they got some power hitters. Pete Alonso is usually pretty good, a power hitter. They got a couple good infielders. They still
Who,
got Lindor
who's
on
the
their
pitching
team.
matchup?
Pitching matchup for the first game, if they even have it up yet, it's going to be Olson versus Maeda. Maeda. Who played for the Athletics. I think it's the guy who played for the Athletics at one point in time.
Okay,
Played with San Fran last year. Like I said, I feel pretty good about us going into the Mets series. If they are struggling to start the year, at least winning the series, I don't expect us to sweep this whole week and
right,
start 9-0. I mean, that would
right,
be fantastic if that was
exactly.
a start. But I expect you probably could pull out a win in the series against the Mets, and you should pull out a win the series against the Athletics, and maybe even sweep the Athletics because my God, they suck. They're a AAA team,
Yeah,
so
you should.
you should.
Yeah, you're right. I
But
mean,
if you at least win both series, you'll start the year out at a nice 7-2, going into the first week of April. After the first week of April,
is
and
that your
that's a good
prediction?
start. I'll say that. I'll say they win both
Seven and
series.
two. Okay.
I mean, do you have anything against that? Are you trying to tell
No,
me?
no, no. I think that would be great. I certainly think they should win the series, if not sweep the A's. Um, but Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the Mets might bounce back against us.
The Mets could. I mean, they got like I said, they spent all that money the other year to try and win, and then they failed. But like, there's a lot going on when it comes to figuring out how to get your team started. I mean, for the Mets do it, they figure it out. If not, then we're gonna get lucky to start the year out before we go into a big week after that because we're gonna face the Pirates who started out hot again this year, the Twins,
Are
the
we at
Rain.
home against the A's?
Yes, that's our home opener is
Okay.
Friday.
All right. Good
So
home opener.
home is Friday. For the rest of the month, you play the Twins, the Rangers, the Twins again, the Tampa Bay, Kansas City, and St. Louis. I mean, like I said, if you play well through the month and you can get out of the month of April with a winning record, I think we all be happy. Moving into the rest of the year where you typically have played well the past couple of years.
Yeah.
So, with all that being said, though, there's no other major news going on with the Tigers. Any like acquisitions or anything going on. So with all that being said, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, share the video around. And until next time, hope to see everybody soon.